Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. If you're new to the channel, I do timeless readings, which means that whenever you find this video is when you're meant to hear the messages within it. And in case you subscribe, I upload my new videos for Aries and Libra on Mondays. Also, the deck that I'm using today is called the Ludi Lescott Tarot. And as always, if you're interested in getting a personal reading, my information is in the description below. Also, I do just want to let you guys know that my main goal here is to get you guys roughly 8 or 9 cards, and then we can get started on your reading. So it looks like we only really need to pull one more card, and there it is. So now we can get started on your reading. I do just want to let you guys know that in case you enjoy the reading, or if it really resonates with you guys, the best way to let me know is by leaving a like or a comment. But with that being said, your overall energy here is the Two of Cups, which is an awesome energy to have. Also, I looked at the timer on the video just now, and it was at 111. So for some of you guys, you might be seeing 111 as a synchronicity, or maybe even 1111. But I feel like you guys are definitely dealing with a soulmate connection right now, because the Two of Cups is very representative of that. It's representative of a very strong spiritual connection to someone else. And for some of you guys, it might even be a twin flame connection, because I'm even seeing the World card here. And there is a symbolism of these two people sort of becoming one. But it's very interesting, because even though we have the Two of Cups here, we also have the Three of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So the Three of Cups, to me, speaks about reunions and celebrations. And I'm thinking that this can manifest for you guys in the following 2 ways. For one, there's a group of you guys who are in a twin flame connection with this Two of Cups and are currently in a period of separation. And then this Three of Cups is symbolic of your return together, right? The reunion. And then for others of you guys, you find yourself in a period where you have to be apart because of the self-isolation period. And now once things start to kind of reopen and you're able to go outside and be with this person, you're going to spend a lot more time together, and that's going to act as your reunion, as well as sort of the celebration period. Because the Three of Cups to me really feels like that card of going out to celebrate, going out to drink with your friends or partners or loved ones, right? But we have this Eight of Swords, which is that feeling of not being able to, right? That feeling of being trapped, that I can't leave, I'm bound. And I feel like that's what you guys are experiencing right now, because you cannot have this reunion yet. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of this quick communication, because I see the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is somebody who communicates logically, but also does it very quickly. And with the Star card, I feel like what you're wishing here is that there would be some kind of communication, because the Star card is very symbolic is very straightforward when it comes to its symbol. To how it is symbolic, in the sense that it's what you wish for, it's wishful thinking, it's what you want to manifest, right? And with this Knight of Swords, I feel like there's a lack of this communication that you wish for. And even just like analyzing what I was saying earlier, it was very difficult for me to say straightforward in how symbolic it is, right? So the words that I was trying to say didn't really come out the way that I wanted them to, and I feel like this is what your partner is experiencing. Or maybe even you. Whoever it is that's on the reaching out end, I feel like they're very much suffering from not being able to string together their words the way that they would like to. And I feel like that's part of what has delayed this communication, because it feels like you can't get your words out. Like the things that you want to say and the things that you want to manifest are like getting all jumbled up. So that's delaying even further. And I feel like that has part to do here with this Five of Cups and this World card. The World card to me symbolizes that you guys are entering a new stage, right? The paradigm is shifting. The game is going to be completely different. And in order for that to happen, there's a lot of things, a lot of prerequisites that need to take place. So in order for everything to align in such a way where the World card can fully manifest, it takes a little bit of time and it takes a little bit of effort, or rather a lot of effort, right? So I feel like what's going on here is that there's so much going on behind the scenes that you really don't, or rather aren't consciously aware of. I feel like there's a lot of 5D stuff here where you and your person are very much committed to each other, but it's not happening in the 3D. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a very strong spiritual connection to this person. I feel like both of you are like kind of maybe sort of dating, but like not really. And that's happening because there is such a strong sense of commitment to the other person. And even if the other person is in like a very committed long-term relationship or whatever, like in their heart of hearts, they want you, right? So whatever their body is doing is completely separate from where they are mentally and spiritually, right? And that's why we have this Five of Cups energies, because they want to be with you. They want to have this mindful spiritual connection, but they're just not at a point where this can be like possible. And that's why there's this Five of Cups, is because there's that want to do it, but you kind of just have to make do with what you have. And I don't think it's a coincidence that I called the Five of Cups the Five of Swords so many times. Whenever I do that, whenever I call a card by a different name, especially multiple times, I take the time to explain the other card that I'm talking about, and it usually doesn't happen again. And I feel like the reason for that is because the Five of Swords needs to come out here and needs to say the message that there is some conflict. There is some petty arguments that are occurring here on the other side. Perhaps your side, but I'm getting stronger. It's the other person's side. And those are things that you're not aware of. I feel like they're actively trying to make their situation better. But like we were talking earlier here with this Eight of Swords, you guys need to allow yourselves to be free of this sort of bondage, of this trap energy, right? And like sometimes the Eight of Swords can be like a victim mentality, but I don't think that's what it is in this scenario. I feel like this is somebody who is genuinely trapped by their external circumstances, and they're just trying to do the best of what they have in order to move forward to you, because that's where they want to be. Because we have this Two of Cups here, and this feels like somebody who is, you know, trapped either by a relationship or isolation or distance or financial restraints, right? Like there's something that is blocking them that feels out of their control. So they're doing the best that they can here with this Five of Cups in order to reach this world energy where they're able to finally make this connection with you. For some of you guys, they might actually want a baby, right? So like this looks, like I'm thinking about it, it feels like DNA, like how when you make a baby, you have half the DNA from the parent and half the DNA from the other parent, right? And, you know, if you're in like same-sex relationships or something where you're like trying to get surrogates or whatever, like the symbolism is still here where you have like this coming together of two energies to create, sort of to give life, because we have sort of like this embryo symbolism here. And what I feel here is like, this is a new chapter, right? For some of you guys, that new chapter might involve a family. For some of you, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. But lastly here, I see the King of Wands with the Queen of Cups. So it feels like to me, like somebody here is very intuitive, very emotional, very empathetic, smart in an emotional way. And then there's somebody over here who is very much passionate, strong, a go-getter, right? Like everything has to do with them doing things. And they are very warm, kind, and caring, and they can make other people feel like their morale is boosted. But the fact that these two energies are in reverse, it feels like they're not seeing eye to eye. Even though there can be this connection, this melding of the hearts and minds, it's like a near miss. Even though there's this connection here where you may be a water sign or have heavy water sign energies, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or the other person might have heavy fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it feels like there's this energy of, I want it this way, well, I want it this way, and there's that lack of communication in that regard. Also, I looked at the timer and it was at 1011, so there's that 111 energy again. So I'm thinking that for a lot of you guys, even though like that was separated by the 1 where earlier it was just 111, there's the potential for a connection here, but you guys still need to work on seeing eye to eye. But that was your reading first time around, Libra. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like or a comment because it really helps out the channel, and I personally really love to know if these readings resonate with you guys. But like I said before, I upload my new videos for Libra on Mondays. But in the meantime, you guys are more than welcome to watch any of my other timeless readings that I have up on the channel. And with that being said, I hope to see you guys next time for next reading.